is. I understand he beat the bitch up, but
Tish might say he understands she beat the bitch up. Oh my God, y'all funny. We can talk about that. Hey, this is Everybody Ain't Able. You know, we're sponsored by CoStar Studios and the Mac Jules. And this is the only place where you bring the topic. And it's your boy J Mac. And y'all know I'm always on point like a Sharpie.
Yo, it's your boy Banks in the building.
you know what I'm saying? Honorable T note.
Hey, you dig what I'm saying? And today's question is feminism killing the real man? I think he looking like he wanted for.
Y'all don't want me to speak first.
You know what I think you should go and stand on.
Gonna get shut down.
Stand on top of shit, Mr. Tino.
See, here's the thing with that. For the last, I want to say decade, men have been working in relation or just in reaction to the feminist movement. That's why you got all these crazy, you know what I'm saying, left field dudes coming out. Kevin Samuels, Fresh and Fit, Andrew Tate, so forth and such every single day. What we arguing about? $50 dates, 50-50 on the bills. Should a woman do this? Does a man have to do this? Women were saying for decades and decades, oh, I shouldn't have to cook. I shouldn't have to clean. I shouldn't have to take care of the kids all day. I shouldn't have to be a housewife. I shouldn't have to do this. And rather than men leading and just doing what they need to do and finding a woman who's going to do that, we just follow them. We're just like, okay, what do I need to say or what do I need to do to get the Instagram baddies? You feel me? What do I need to act like? Or they just completely, you know what I'm saying, tuck their penis in the legs and run off and get on the internet talking about, oh, all women just want to rip your heart out, and these new modern women, they don't want to blah, blah, blah. And it's so interesting. Like, I made a video talking about how, you know what I'm saying, dudes want to be hood dudes or whatever. And dudes are commenting like, oh, well, that's what the girls like. Why is everything a man does strictly in reaction to what he might think a woman want? I have had video vixens at the crib playing Star Wars video games. It does not matter what that woman wants. If she wants you, she wants you. But we are so soft. We have just gotten, and excuse my French, feminism has created a generation of bitch ass niggas.
You think so?
I know so.
You got something to say? Because I got my shit about as long as his. I want you to get yours in before I stand on top of this shit.
Mine ain't too long, but I most definitely agree with Tino, bro. Like, all this soft ass, bitch ass shit, this shit gotta stop, fool. I'm getting tired of looking at this shit. You look at niggas and they just, bruh. Like, what are we doing, bruh? What the fuck are we doing? Like, we supposed to be grown ass men, bruh. You got men getting mad over a bitch because another nigga's mind. This shit gotta stop.
She gotta stop. I do think that the feminist movement is killing the idea of the real man. I do personally. I think that because women, I say this all the time, men control business, women control society and social norms. So we got to the point to where we come from a generation where majority of, I know black males are, you know what I'm saying, were raised by black women. So of course they put all these, so sorry to say this, sorry but not sorry, but women, y'all raised this generation of men. So it's ironic that y'all complain about men and how men currently act when all of them were raised by their mothers. So they're acting like this because this is how their mother taught them to act. So you complain about what you wanted. So think about it like this. Y'all want men, say the old style of man, because he did this, he did that. Well, that generation of men grew up with their fathers. So that's how men taught them to act. This new generation of men grew up with their mothers. Mm-hmm. So this is how their mothers taught them to act. So do you really hate men or do you hate how women taught us to act?
I'm going to ask you this question just because I know that's what they're going to want to ask you in the comments. You think that's still the man's fault for not being the kid's life?
I mean, mass incarceration is slavery at another angle. You know what I'm saying? So
let's keep it a buck. These folks be having new families. These folks be like, okay, I messed up with this woman, so I'm finna just go ahead and start another family of kids just because I messed up and I don't want to take up for my actions, be held accountable, and have to actually change myself.
What are you trying to get at? That was
Like I'm saying, so like I'm just thinking like the past generation of fathers, and I can only speak from what I'm saying personal experiences and what I've seen.
mhm.
But I do feel like as far as like the black family dynamic, there's a lot of relationships that might have had infidelity or issues with money, issues with maybe alcohol or drug abuse, things like that, or they just made an ass out of themselves in front of that woman. And so black women, they're gonna be, oh no, blah blah blah, you this, you that, blah blah blah. It's gonna be a whole lot of arguments, and rather than that man do what he needs to do to bring his family together and gain his respect back in that household. He just, picks up his cards and say, hey, I took this L. I'm going to go ahead and start talking to another woman and have a new set of kids. And I feel like that's happened a lot. And the only reason I bring that up is just because I know when you say the issue with this generation of kids or just generation of men is because they're raised by their mothers, everybody's going to ask the question, well, where were the fathers? And not all of them was in jail. A lot of them was in jail, but not all of them was in jail.
I mean, also, I hate to be the asshole dude to say this, but like, did he actually want you to have that child? So I mean, if he told you he wasn't gonna be there and you still chose to have his child, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of on you at the end of the day. I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? I think Dave Chappelle said the realest shit in the world. Like, yeah, y'all should be able to choose if you can have a baby or not, but he should be able to choose if you want to be in a baby life or not. Like, if he say, hey, I don't think I could take care of this baby. I'm not in the right financial space. I'm not in the right place to have a child. And he tells somebody that, you should respect that.
Why he didn't think about that when he slammed?
What you been saying?
Or we can stop having unprotected sex if you don't want any children.
Yeah. Lambskin condoms.
Here you go with that lambskin shit, bro.
What's the junk with the purple package? The skin junts.
The skins. He funny as hell.
Bro, that mind bullshit.
But nah, I mean, that's all I'm saying from that perspective. I mean, if we just standing on what we saying, that's all I'm saying. Cause like at the end of the day, like what are we asking? Like, I feel like all of these dudes, if you look at it, this is only black culture. Like only black people come. Like you don't see nobody, no white dude on the internet complaining about going 50-50 for a date.
Mm-hmm.
Cause most of them grew up with their dad.
Yeah, and I say this. I never got a chance to talk to a white woman because I didn't play sports. But like as I get older, I be trying to get like more research and like diagnostics to why black men be going for these white girls, and I think I kind of get it. Like I got a few friends that have dabbled in white women, and from what I can see, they be chilling. Like it ain't no arguing, it ain't no you not a real man, it ain't no I'm not doing this, that, or the other.
What you been say for?
Is it because like they know they can take advantage of them type shit? That's how I be looking at it.
I ain't gonna lie. Today is one of them days for me. I ain't gonna lie. I get it though. Like I get why they fuck with white women. I get why they fuck with Hispanic women. I get it. That's because I've been there and I've seen it. I personally don't like that. Also, going back to my mother and my aunties and them, I've been conditioned to not like what is it? Super what's the word? What do they say? Super I can't say the word right now. But I'm not
Superficial.
not superficial, the word submissive. I'm not used to super submissive women because that's not what I grew up with. So, but like for the most part, white women, Hispanic women, most non-black women are submissive.
I'm saying though, like, how are these black women always getting on the media talking about niggas ain't shit and shit like that, and then when the black man goes to a white woman, then they be like, oh, he's gonna date a white woman and all that. Like, I don't get it.
It's getting spicy.
But you always saying niggas ain't shit, but when he go to a white woman, it's a problem.
It's the double standard.
Speak
bro.
on it.
It's the double standard, bro. Because it's like I said, women control society, fool. Like whatever we do is always gonna be wrong if it don't. You know what I'm saying? If it don't fit them.
And that's what comes into it. It comes with niggas being bitch ass niggas. This is my thing. And I've had issues with this in the past, looking at the internet too much, looking at what women like, or having like a bad situation with a woman and being like, oh, this is how all women are, so forth and such. We outnumber women as far as population goes. And also
What?
What do you mean? I mean, not outnumber women. Women outnumber us. It's more than my bad. But and I say that to say, especially if you live in like a small town in Memphis, whether or not somebody might label it
He stay
small,
calling his house
whether or
small.
not it's labeled as small,
It's
these
like the
women here,
30th biggest city in the
you can drive from
country.
Arkansas to Mississippi in 25 minutes, but we're not gonna speak on that. But what I say that to say, these women here are desperate. That's why I don't get like when dudes get like caught up on women
What?
or these women are desperate.
You think Memphis hoes are desperate?
Bro, this is the horniest generation of women I've ever met in my life.
I
It's
agree.
so easy.
I just seen a bitch get dry humped in the middle of the club.
Bro, it's so easy. I done had real stalkers. Like I done had, because I do like comedy, and like I done had girls pop up at my comedy nights and then pop up at a place I went to, and I asked them, oh, what do you be doing in the city? And they'll just be like, oh, just here in like the comedy nights. I'll be like, bitch, you're crazy. But like it's not a large sample size. And men have just, you know what I'm saying, reverted to, you know what I'm saying, tucking their tail between their legs and running off for women or running off for any sort of conflict, that they put themselves in a position where you're trying to beat women at their own fight. Women complain about men. That's gonna be something that goes on for the in the time. Men don't do this anymore. Men don't do that. Oh my God, blah 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 blah. But as a man, there's too many women for you to be doing like.
I actually, because you said something, I got to give this girl a shout out. I don't know her name. Well, I'm not going to say her name. I don't know her name. I went to talk to her the other day in the club. And, you know, chicks usually don't have shit going. I asked the bitch what, I ain't called her a bitch, my bad. I asked her what she was doing. She told me all her business endeavors. She didn't tell me nothing about
Her.
hair, shaking ass, lashes. Actually had a full conversation about business and what she had going. I thought that was a breath of fresh air. But let me go back to what you were saying. Niggas gonna do shit for vagina, fool.
You don't have to.
Niggas gonna do shit for vagina.
I don't get it. Like, when I say this is the horniest generation of women I've ever seen in my life.
Have you been to? I feel like you letting Memphis like fool you, because I think you have not been to Atlanta.
Bruh, I'm not saying just Memphis women are desperate. I'm just saying, like I will say, I don't leave the city a lot, and so this is mostly what I can speak on. But anywhere,
Are you not a
ridiculous.
celebrity? Are you not the honorary Tino?
I mean, but that's internet something different. Somebody that's just window shopping.
The
It's just,
Black Frank Sinatra.
You see some dark skinned dude on the internet and you like, all right, for sure, he talk about this, so I like that. In real life, I might be stupid or musty. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really care about what the internet has to say when it comes to people liking me on there. That's just random. You know what I'm saying? People weird. But I say that to say, we live in a generation where not only do you have a sample size of 100 million trillion through, as you said, the internet, but you're in a generation where it's just so easy, and I just don't understand like dudes who change their personality to be hood to get women, dudes who get
Okay,
on.
let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
And do you know niggas that change their personality to get hoes?
Yeah.
Why?
Said why?
Yeah.
They ain't used to getting hoes.
Okay. What is the number one? Basically, every species does this to survive. What's the number one thing?
What you mean?
Every species needs this to survive. What is it? It's not food. It's not water. It's simple.
Oh, ass.
That you would die. Well, we would die out. We'll be extinct tomorrow. So with me saying that is like, why don't you think it's important for these niggas to get ass?
I don't think it's not important for niggas to get ass, but I just think that you don't have to do that like me. I'm one of the nerdiest dudes you can meet. You feel me? Like my ringtone is the Avengers theme song. I still have no issues out here. Like, bro, I'm gonna just tell you this story.
Hold on, before you say that. So you think you wouldn't get no ass? Is that what you're saying? Like, you think, like, in your order of importance of shit, like getting no ass, like no ass is like up there. Like, you don't want no ass.
I'm gonna be completely honest with you. There's not a day in my life where I was just like, damn, I can't get no ass. I'm so upset. Oh my goodness, ain't nobody trying to do nothing with my penis. Like, this is ridiculous. This is just a terrible day. I've never had these trials and tribulations. I have been hanging around people and they throw a set and can't get no women to come, or they be like, oh, I'm saying I'm so dry or whatever. Like, I've seen that.
Whoever that was, you need to tell them never to throw a party again. Do you know how hard it is to sausage fest a party, cuz?
Oh my God, bro.
Do y'all know how hard it is to sausage fest a party, cuz?
Bruh.
Don't get him started.
If you sausage fishing parties, bro, stop. That ain't your field.
Nah, bro.
But back to what you were
Just
saying.
say you hanging out with your boys. If you gonna have a sausage fest, like just bring the 2K out. You feel me? I don't want to stand around listening to y'all with this money bag blasting. Like, bro, just
Smoking weed.
Smoking weed.
come on, let's play Madden or Uno or
Get the
something.
hen out.
Hit the bottle, bro.
You feel me?
You popping perks with
But
your homies.
dudes have no problems with that. And I will say, I do hate all the random arguments that happen on the internet. But there has been one lately where people are talking about how dudes be like emotionally attracted to men and sexually attracted to women.
Please don't.
And I'm
don't
not
get me
gonna lie.
started.
Kick it out.
I'm not gonna lie.
Please don't get me
It
started.
got some
bro.
truth to it.
It does not.
It got some truth
It
to
does
it.
not.
It does
I'm
not.
not.
This is the
I'm
thing.
not agreeing to that, bro.
Because this is the thing. Dudes will hang out with men all day, not be irritated. But as soon as they hang around a girl and she not trying to do something with them, they just like, oh, bro, these hoes tripping, blah, blah, blah. This, that, other. Oh, this hoe want me to take her to the movies. Like,
Or
Mhm.
they're homosexuals.
Or men are just great friends and women suck as friends.
And that's what I can't get down with. You feel me? Because women are great friends. Like a man not gonna, you know.
I'm talking about women being friends with other women.
Mhm.
They are horrible friends towards each other.
Trash.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Horrible.
For sure.
But you get a dude around another dude, then it's all funny games. You know, we always joking and shit like that. We can make it, hey, bitch ass nigga, and then you know what I'm saying.
But men
It
can be
a joke.
men can be terrible friends too. I definitely had, you know what I'm saying, some terrible male friend groups.
Oh yeah.
But not to the point to where it's like you like that nigga. Like what?
I'm not saying like men be at a position where they like niggas, because of course, like if a nigga is gay, especially if he's trying to deal with that shit, he's not just gonna admit it out in the open. But I will say there's just certain things that are odd to me. Like I don't understand the concept of like hanging out with niggas 18 hours out of the day and then like hanging out with a woman just if she trying to let you beat. Like I'd much rather hang out with women, you feel me? Or at least have at least one
I
woman.
went on a Gatlinburg trip with absolutely like 11 niggas. And we didn't have absolutely no problem, no argument, nothing.
I
We
would
went to the club.
I would have had issues with being in Gatlinburg with 11 niggas. That would have been the
You know what it
It's
is?
a guy trip though.
Because you say it all the time. You know what it is, Liam?
What?
He never played sports.
Never played sports, yeah. I played sports, I just wasn't good. So,
Yeah, you ain't never played sports. You ain't get that team camaraderie, did you?
That shit different. When you play sports and you just be around a bunch of niggas all the time, this shit different. It ain't like all that other shit.
See, this is what's crazy about that shit is like they say how you might like niggas, like you might be emotionally attracted to dudes. What the fuck does emotionally attractable mean? Let's start with that. Let's cut that shit out. Nah, I don't want. Hold on, let me finish. Okay. Hold on, let me finish.
I will get the clip off.
What the fuck does that emotionally attracted to people shit mean? Cause nobody knows what the fuck that means. Never have my dick got hard because I liked the way she made me, you know what I'm saying? We had a good conversation. Now my dick hard. Never happened. I don't know about y'all. I've never had a conversation that got my dick hard. Like, oh yeah, like we was talking about books and reading Harry Potter and now my dick hard. Cause I'm emotionally attracted to her. No, get the fuck out of here.
There's a difference between emotional attraction and sexual attraction.
How? But look, let me get to my point. Then I'm gonna let you finish. But how does that even make any sense at all? Like that doesn't make any sense. Like you can be sexually attracted to somebody just because you like to have fun and like to talk to your niggas. That's crazy because the conversation that 18 hours with your niggas, y'all done talked about bitches the whole time.
The whole time.
So how in the hell do these girls think, oh, you more attractive? Nigga, we on the game, scrolling on Instagram, talking about hoes, sending hoes in between any break of the game.
On the game, in person, group chat, we going out to a restaurant, us going to the gas station, us sitting right here right now, hoes all the time.
That's all you talk about, like literally. That's why I said some of them, they might be homosexuals because all the dudes I know, even my niggas that got girls, we talking about girls all day long.
I ain't never just looked at anything like, damn, bro, damn. I've never done that.
Like, bro, you ever know you make me feel so good, bro. I mean, I'm asking, like, has that ever happened to you? Like, I mean, from your perspective, like, when you hang out with your niggas, what are y'all talking about?
I mean, no, because the thing is, when people talking about the men are mostly emotionally attracted to men and sexually attracted to women, it means what you're saying. You'd rather hang out with men. You'd rather talk to men. You'd rather go to Gatlinburg with some men. You'd rather
No,
be on the
you
game all day with men.
no,
You'd
you
rather do your
wouldn't.
activities with men.
You wouldn't though.
All right, then what are we talking about then?
You would. I think y'all think like homie time, kicking it with your homie, kicking it with your partners. Like y'all, they trying to make that shit seem gay.
You gotta have homie time every day.
I don't know. I don't do that shit. But I'm just
Homies
saying.
over hoes. Homies over hoes.
We not doing the
Do the
homie.
homie.
We not doing the homie. But that's what I'm saying. Like, we just being honest. You know what I'm saying? Like, who's doing it every day? Like, some people might, but I bet you they got a girlfriend, they text, and they got some girls they texting the whole time. Like, you might be there with the homies, but you focus on the girls. In my personal opinion.
You either focus on the girls or y'all plotting on the girls. Like, hey, bro, what y'all think about her type shit? It ain't, you know what I'm saying?
How many times you kick it with the homie and y'all ain't talked about some chicks pulling up or trying to get some chicks to pull up? Or y'all finna go get on some chicks? Or how many times is where the hoes at come out? In a time span of 2 hours.
I'm gonna say this.
Listen.
I'm just maybe it has to do with me being a loner, me not playing sports, or like me not ever haven't had been in the gang or nothing like that. I just never had been in positions where like I was hanging out with men and I was just like, yeah, man, let's do this tomorrow. You feel me? Like that just never came about. Maybe it was because I didn't play sports, so I didn't build that camaraderie with men. But it's just like I don't even like having a super long conversation with like a room full of niggas, just because of the fact that like there's not an intelligent level missing, but like you could say that for like certain areas, like with like the education system, like niggas do be stupid, and like intelligence isn't really valued in like a black community, especially like around men. It's just something about it where it's just not fun for me. Like it's just like, cause what the niggas, it's just like, cause the playing the game cool, but it's just like, what else we gonna do? Like it's just like we sitting here talking about women or talking about having hoes pull up. Why don't we just go where the girls at? Like why is some hoes in here
It's
right at
just-
the second?
It's just with sports. As men, if you play the sport,
Slapping each
they
other on the
teach
ass.
you. They teach you. See, look, you go overboard. But it's just with men in sports. Sports teach men how to kind of like have structure in your life, bro. Like it honestly teach you how to be a man and how to grow up and how to respect shit like that. That's why niggas always be around niggas type shit. It ain't cause I like this man. I'm finna go take him out on a date. We finna go and eat and then we're gonna hug and kiss later. Like it ain't like that. It's just this is how sports is. Like
I mean, hugging and kissing has to do with sexual attraction, though.
I mean,
that's
like,
what he's saying. He's saying emotional, whatever you said, because you said that's emotional.
Emotional attraction is I'd rather spend my time with you, like talking and hanging out and things like that. That has nothing to do with sexual attraction. Of course, like if it comes to a decision you want to make with your penis, or a date, or a hug and a kiss, you're gonna go do that with a woman.
I mean, but the fact that you say like emotionally attracted, that's like kind of, you know what I'm saying? That's still wild to say like I as a dude, I'm gonna put all my feelings and shit on my niggas. Like I'm gonna let them know how I feel, cause that's who I rather talk to about my feelings and what's going
I'm saying
on. Than my bitch. You know what I'm saying?
You're different when it comes to that. There's a lot of dudes out here who be like, "Oh, bro, you don't need to open up to your girl, bro. They just gonna use it against you." Oh, and then people be like, "Oh yeah, I be talking to the gang about my problems." Like,
and see, this is the craziest shit I seen, cause and we going to that, cause I kept seeing folks say niggas say they'll rather lie for the homie, lie for the homies before they cheat on their girl. Duh, bitches say the same shit. Like that shit is the most retarded shit ever. Like whatever girls do, dudes do. Why? Cause we was all raised by our fucking mother, so we all go do the same fucking shit.
Yeah.
And that's just what I'm saying. Like that shit's fucking nuts. And the fact that like, bro, like I don't know, like I know for me, when I'm around niggas like or my niggas, cause I got several sets or groups of niggas I hang around.
Yeah.
So it's like, bro, when you able to just tear that wall down and just be able to talk to people and be more transparent, you know what I'm saying? It's cool. You know what I'm saying? It's just a certain variety. Like I can say some gay shit like as a joking manner. around my niggas, but like I can't say that to certain people. Like I can't laugh and play how I want to when I'm around certain people.
Right.
But I can with them. Like I can tear that shit down. And sometimes girls, I play around them, they like, bro, y'all just, this shit ain't even funny.
Mm-hmm.
All my girlfriends, like my friends that are girls, be like, y'all think shit funny that ain't funny.
Mm-hmm.
They don't appreciate that shit. But when you around niggas, bro, you can be yourself. But when you around girls, you can be your other self, which is not the laughing and playing and doing all this shit that you be doing with the niggas. Now you can kind of be a little soft.
Because women always want a guy that's so goddamn perfect, and that shit ain't gonna never happen. Ever.
Lean on me. That's how you get with the girls.
Ever.
Real trap shit.
But I will say this with the men and the women, I feel like if men knew they value towards women, these women be in a chokehold.
I'm gonna just say this. I've never in my life had a situation where, and that's just where a lot of this conversation stems from. It's just I understand the consequences. Like for 2 years, like I was like feeling like I had to change my personality to be around women. But then like I understood like I am, you know what I'm saying, a pretty cool guy. I'm pretty funny, so forth and such and such. I don't be in positions where I be like, let me change myself because I'm around women now. But it's just like I just get being around women just because that's who I spend most of my time around.
I think it's a duality thing, fool.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day.
Cause I just grew up in a house. I just grew up in a house full of women. So that's why when I talk to women now, it's just like I don't feel like I had to change myself. Cause one, I know whatever I say as a man means nothing to a woman. So that just breaks down everything. Like I know whatever I say is gonna be wrong anyway. So it's just like once you know that, you can be yourself. You ain't worried about offending nobody. You ain't worried about making nobody mad. You know that whatever you say don't mean shit. No way.
Facts. And this was Everybody Ain't Able, you know. It's sponsored by CoStar Studios and Mac Juice. And it's the only place where you can say whatever the fuck you want to say. And it's your boy J Mac, and I'm always on point like a Sharpie.
Yo, your boy Banks in the building.
Honorable T-Note.
Hey, we just gonna take a little toast to everybody not being able to say what they want to say. He killed, yeah.
That'll be fine. Get you some Mac Juice.
And we out.
I need someone to help me. I know that you can't feel me. When you meet the real me it's something that you can't see. I need someone to help me. I know that you can't feel me. When you meet the real me it's something that you can't see.